And I heard Amani was giving some questions yesterday.
Yes, she was.
Okay, you guys still have some of those questions, or maybe we're just gonna talk because I know there's a lot of people out there without insurance, and I know that a lot of our seniors, some of them may have a term policy, some of them may have a whole life policy.
Correct.
And when they need it, it's not there because their loved
Right.
one done cashed it in,
Right.
and they don't have any money to pay for insurance.
Correct.
Death.
Right. Correct.
What can you do for that person? You can't
Well,
do
it's
that.
a-
It would be for the family.
Right. But
Well, I tell you what, I don't want to go through a whole lot, but I just want you to talk about the products that you have and
Okay.
how can it benefit families.
Mhm.
I'll talk from that point of view.
Okay.
And we just go from there. Let you introduce yourself and welcome everybody to this. It's being recorded. All right, Brother Mr. Larry, I want to say hello and welcome to all of you to Senior Rap Line, brought to you as a public service of radio station WCGL, right here in beautiful Jacksonville, Florida. I know you all had a great day today. Going to your favorite senior center. And for those of you that have not taken advantage of this wonderful opportunity to get outside your homes, to do something great, to socialize and meet new friends. And you know what? I've had some senior ladies meet their husband. I met my husband at the senior center. So listen, I'm not saying that's the number one reason you're going. You're going because you want to socialize, okay? You want to socialize and you want to meet new friends, okay? Listen, I have a great program for you today. And I want you to listen up. And it probably will be for you. If not for you, for your loved one. But you need to get some insurance. And we have this lovely lady, Minister James, and I'm going to let her introduce herself and tell you who she is and what she's all about. And good afternoon.
Good afternoon, and thank you for inviting me today. I appreciate it, and I'm just so honored to be in your presence.
Okay, well, I'm honored to be in your presence, going along in my car, and I happen to tune in, and I heard this voice, and I heard this information that you were sharing about insurance. Now, give me the name of your business, and what do you do, what do you provide?
The name of my company is Destiny of Hope Insurance and Annuities.
Okay.
And we provide whole life, we provide term, and we provide annuities.
Okay.
And we cater it to benefit as far as people that are low income, that are on a structured settlement, either, they have a limited amount of funds.
Fixed income.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So it's affordable.
Okay.
And we just kind of try to tell everybody that in today's society, we all need insurance because what happens tomorrow if you're going today?
Right.
And death is something that we're all going to do.
What I tell seniors and I tell families is that, especially seniors, don't leave bills.
Correct.
Leave memories.
Yes.
That means you have to get your house in order while you here.
Right.
And okay, so Minister James, tell us about some of the products. Who is listening to us today? Most of the seniors. This program caters to seniors and also to families. Educate them about products that are available and what they need to take advantage of. And I would just say everybody needs some insurance.
Yes, we do.
Now we have insurance.
Yes.
Because we have changed our life, but we need some insurance.
Correct.
Right now, we
Yes.
need some insurance.
Yes.
You need some insurance, seniors, and also family members. So talk about some of the products that would help our seniors out there and families, because you know what? A lot of our grandparents are raising grandchildren.
Yes. And one of the things that we talked about yesterday, not to go back to what we talked about yesterday, but that's the reason I'm here.
Okay.
We have, like I said, we have a lot of grandparents that are raising grandchildren, and we have programs that, as far as the policies that they can, when the child becomes an adult, that they can pull money off of that policy and go to college on it, or they can buy a home. And the one thing that I love about our policies, they earn 10% interest.
10% interest.
10%.
That's more than the bank.
No, you can't go to a bank and tell them, give me 10% of my money. They're going to laugh you right out of there.
That's exactly right. So listen, so 10%. So then explain how that, does the family member or the adult has to purchase a policy first, and then this becomes a rider for the children?
Yeah, you can do a rider on that. If the grandparent has custody of the child, then they can do a rider, a grandparent rider, to carry that child on their policy. And the blessing thing about that is like $1.10 to add a grandchild. On, or either a parent to put a child on a policy. And anybody under 16, they can go on a policy by themselves.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, so listen up, all of you caregivers out there and you parents, and especially to my grandparents out there who are raising the grandchildren.
Right.
And many of them don't get funds, additional funds. And I know I've been in the area for 40 years, and I've seen grandparents who didn't get any kind of subsidy for those children.
Right.
And they had to pay for them out on the little income that they come in. This is great. Okay? So, grandparents, now, Minister James, give us your phone number so they can write it down and say it very slow for me, because a lot of them have trouble writing.
Well, my number is 904-609-7549. I'm going to give it to you again.
Sure.
904-609-7549.
Okay. All right. Let's talk about some of the policies: death, life insurance, death benefits. And I heard you say something about, I think, diabetes or diabetic plans or some plans that.
Well, we have plans for everyone.
Okay.
And as far as they have, as far as it's structured, it's customized to whatever that person's needs are, because your needs might be different from my needs or the next person's needs.
Absolutely.
Okay, but our policies, the great thing about our policies, they start as low as $7 a month.
Okay.
So they are affordable.
What kind of policy is that? $7 a month.
Well,
and how much insurance can I get for $7?
It depends on your age.
Okay.
And as far as if you have any medical issues.
Okay.
So that's why we tell people the younger you are, the best it is to get insurance.
And it's cheaper.
And it's cheaper.
Right.
And so, but you can't come in and say, oh, I want a $7 policy, but I want $100,000.
Right.
And you got all these other issues.
You got pre-existing.
It's not. I can get you covered, but it won't be $7.
Okay. It'll be more.
Right. It depends on what it's. Like I said, it runs on whatever the issues and whatever your age and male, female, any issues or whatever.
Right. So it would depend on pre-existing illnesses.
Well, not the rate. The rate doesn't have anything to do with pre-existing illnesses.
Okay.
The rate goes by your age and your male or female smoker, non-smoker, something like that. But as far as that doesn't determine your rate.
Okay. That is life insurance. And what I'm thinking about is health insurance. That
Right.
does.
Right. That's the health insurance.
Do you sell health insurance?
Yes, we do.
Okay. Now listen, enrollment period is about to begin, seniors, so you make sure you get the insurance, just like Minister James is saying. You know what your needs are. And of course, sometimes they don't know what their needs are. So that's why you have people there who can educate them and customize a policy for them.
Correct.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Could you give an example of that, really? Because there are people out there who are listening who want to know, I need some insurance. How much insurance I need? Well, I think you need to do some research, because death benefits, insurance for burial is going up every year.
Yes, it is. So when we sit down with a policy, with a person that wants to write a policy, we sit down and we talk to them about what all do they want for it. I mean, from the homegoing service to bills.
Yeah,
You know,
this is pre-planned.
Right. We're gonna sit down and we're gonna do a pre-planning with you. We're gonna write out everything that you want covered or what you think that may need covered. And then we'll structure it accordingly. Now we turn around, we look at what you want, and then we look at what you can afford.
That's
because
important.
sometimes you might want this $1 million, like we say, champagne money look, but you want a beer pocketbook or whatever, however it goes. I don't know exactly how it goes, but I know I've heard it before.
You don't have the money. You got the ideas, but you don't have the money to fund the ideas.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So you may want 5 cars, but your money will only support 1 car.
Right.
Or maybe no car.
Right.
Amen. Just
right.
So we just have to be realistic.
Right. And then we sit down and we look at, so that's why each plan is customized and it's different for everyone.
Right.
So then we look at how much you can afford comfortably, because I don't want you struggling to pay a policy, even though you might need it. I don't want you struggling to pay it. So if you can only pay $50, then we're going to write you a policy. We're going to find your policy for $50.
Okay. No, there is hardly any insurance, funeral home cost is going to be $5,000 unless it may be cremation.
Correct.
So it may be the money that you have can only afford you a cremation.
Correct.
Service.
Right.
And so you need to know about that. But what I also want our friends to know, Minister James, as well, because a lot of people don't have insurance and not trying to get insurance because they think the city is going to pay them, going to pay for their funeral.
No.
Can you give us some information on that, and I'll support you?
Well, no, the city will not cover your insurance. Cover your burial, especially if they know you have family. And a funeral home is going to want their money up front.
Please explain that again.
It is no payment plan.
No, nothing. After you've gone, there is no payment.
No plan. So it's better to get that burden off of your family, and it's a responsibility as far as that we're supposed to do what's necessary to
We have to get our house in order right now while you are
Correct.
above ground.
Correct.
You get your house in order. That's very important that you do that. Now, cremation, I mean, that's the choice that you might have. If you don't have insurance, that's the choice. And of course, veterans too. People think that veterans think the government is going to bury them too. They're not going to bury you.
Well,
give you a grave spot.
Social Security pays $255.
That's right.
$250.
That would be a phone call to a funeral home. That's it.
And veterans, if you have not been, one thing that I found out, and I found out it the hard way with my when my husband passed away, veterans, if they have not died in something dealing with the war, or if they have not been treated by a VA doctor, if they're being treated by a regular private doctor, they're going to give you $545.
My.
But you can be buried in the VA cemetery, but they won't pay for the funeral.
The arrangements and all that, the preparation.
The preparation and everything is on the family, but they will bury you for free in the veteran cemetery. Okay. So you still have to pay on the other end. Yeah. People say, "Oh, I was in the military. I'm gonna be no."
And from firsthand experience that is not the case.
Correct.
So it's important, families. It's important, seniors, that you get your house in order, do a pre-planning, and understand that you do help the person with a pre-planning program.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
So, again, give them your telephone number, Minister James, so that they can contact you.
My number again is 904-609-7549.
Okay, that's very important. Now, for those grandparents who are raising your grandchildren, if you haven't gotten a policy on yourself, now just know that a life insurance policy is dependent on, the rate is dependent upon your age.
Correct.
Health insurance is dependent upon your health.
Correct.
That's right.
That's
So I
the
got
difference.
that's the difference. That's the
Yes.
difference. And you're gonna be changing insurance or keeping what you gonna get in a few days. But right now we're talking about life insurance. What about term policy?
Term policies are a lot cheaper than whole life policies.
Mm-hmm.
And the wonderful thing about it now is that a lot of people thought that, oh, I don't want to pay for term policy, and then when it expires, I don't get my money back. Well, now they have, with the laws that changed with the Obama administration,
Mm-hmm.
that we have a return of premium policy for term.
Okay.
So yes, we can write a term policy, but term policies have an age turnoff.
Okay. What is that age?
Well, some of them are at 49 and some of them are at 55.
Okay.
So, but your policies stay in effect up until age of 110.
Okay.
So at the end of that time, if you still have passed on, they return all your money plus the interest.
Once you get to age 110.
Yes,
But not at 7.
If you have used it. Well, with the whole life policy,
That would be different.
you can pull money off 2 years after. You can borrow money off of your policy at any time.
Okay. Now, before, is there a period of insurability?
We have as far as stating that when a person has insurance and when they're getting into, you have an immediate coverage,
Mm-hmm.
we have a graded coverage,
Mm-hmm.
and so and then we have the return of premium.
Listen, so those of you who really want to get into the nuts and the bolts of insurance, listen, you need insurance. You need insurance. Don't leave memories. Leave memories. You want to leave memories. Don't leave bills. Listen, Minister James, thank you so much. Listen, the clock on the wall said we got to go. And so we got 30 seconds. Tell me in 30 seconds what you need our people to know out there. And then give me your phone number again.
Well, we need everybody to get insured because in today's society, tomorrow's not promised anyway. But my number is 904-609-7549. I'm located at 9951 Atlantic Boulevard, Suite 460.
Please call Minister James today and get insured for you and your children, and especially your grandchildren. Go out and make it a great day, but don't forget to pray.
And thank you for inviting me.
You're welcome. Oh, that is so good. That is so good. My husband made a mistake of not getting enough insurance.
Yeah, I have a couple people that think that they have